You guys think anything before the camera goes in? Like you guys preparing your hair? Or not at all? Just go.
You don't pick what personality you're gonna have today?
That's a more you thing, brother.
Do you have a plethora of personalities to choose from?
What depends on
On the show? Elaborate.
like which one needs to come out?
Oh, okay.
What type of person needs to come out?
Type of show you're going to be in that day? You have genres?
Yeah, it depends. Like some of them are more sciencey, some of them are more
You're like horror thrillers?
yeah.
Is that how you feel sometimes, Sean? That was cozy.
I'm just
Sean.
going to screen.
I didn't know you were going through that in here.
I don't have genres in my life. It's usually...
What personality is the one that you show us? What would you label it? Yeah, what's the one that you show us? So he chooses.
I just have one.
So what would you label your one personality?
As me?
As Sean?
Yeah.
As Sean. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. What's up? Hopefully everybody's doing good, having a happy Thursday, happy day of the week. If you see us or somebody sends you this, like it and share it, and welcome to another Higher Thought cast. As you guys can see, the usual Sean, Osvaldo, Camilo. But Sean, how you doing, man?
Doing good? Good.
How's your week? How you been, man? I haven't. It's the last time we were on camera together, right?
It's a couple weeks.
You never thought I'd be telling you that, huh? This is the last time we were on camera together. It was like crazy shit.
That's crazy.
Close your eyes and see what's the first thing you think about when you hear that phrase.
I see you guys on camera all the time.
That's crazy.
You got shows going on.
Yo, you getting hacked? He would be the guy, though.
Yeah.
He were the one that would concern me, like, whatever you do not leave this around, man.
Yeah, like no one should leave their tablets around. Just
This motherfucker. Nah, man, nah. That shit's secure. That'll be fine. What about you, Camilo?
Doing okay.
How's your Nuggets doing?
All right. You're going.
Are they gonna make it?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they are.
Are you guys watching the Nuggets?
Nuggets in 6.
Nice. So, how are we feeling? What's been going on? I gotta ask. We're rocking in here like we're about to have a serious meeting. How are we feeling?
I think we are supposed to have a serious meeting today.
What was the meeting supposed to be? What's the itinerary?
Itinerary for the specific meeting.
Yeah.
All our members are not here yet, but we're trying to functionally design the best itinerary on how to get to a set destination.
Set the AI.
Yeah.
Did you guys
We're
confirm?
trying to formulate AI.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it. Just throw people off the saying. Some of y'all being followed and shit, or just saying things. Did you guys?
Trying to crystallize neutrons into this container, into a ball that will jump into a quantum computer.
Yeah, we're trying to transport atoms, basically.
Oh, that's how I get you there. You gotta be funny and shit. Okay, now you want to talk about electrons and shit. That's how you get there. Okay, good to know. What about the truth, Camilo?
So there was no question.
How many atoms have you transported today?
None.
No, how you feeling, man? Anything on your mind? What's up? We haven't been on camera together neither.
No. It's going.
It's going.
Where is it going?
It's somewhere good.
Upward slope.
It's an upper slope.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what you gotta try.
Did anybody have a bad day this week?
Bad day.
Well, whatever you consider a bad day.
Not necessarily bad. No.
No, not yet. You had an okay day then. Okay days.
Yeah.
You have a bad day as
I
well?
had a great day.
Okay.
Every day.
Every day.
Oh.
Every day is a great day when you're alive.
Do you agree?
Good point.
He's got a good point.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Sometimes. Sometimes, depending on what side you catch me. Today, I can agree. I don't mind breathing today. Do
This week was fairly gloomy.
Mm.
It's like rainy.
you guys like rain?
Yeah.
You do? Why?
Brings out life.
You all about life today. You're all about life today, Osvaldo. You like rain, man?
Rain?
Yeah.
I don't like it. 'Cause I do like it, but it's hard to wake up.
Because you want to stay
It's dark.
sleeping? That's the best
And
sleep,
you
though.
think it's like
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
6 a.m., but no, it's 9.
Yeah. But yeah.
So at that point, it just gets hard.
But you like it because when you can, you get some solid sleep. Leave the window open.
Yeah.
Feel like it's a chill day. Like everybody's energy levels a little bit down. You're like
That's what I like. That's what I like. That's what I like about winter. Everybody's a little more chill. Everybody's like, whatever you got going on, because it's cold or you had to shovel snow in the morning, you're a little more calm. You did something this
Yeah,
week.
because when it rains, it basically means that all the predators are also in their own hiding spots because of the rain. So you're able to relax a bit more.
Yeah,
Damn,
that's what
bro.
I mean.
Predators be after you? That's crazy. I'm telling you, can't leave shit around this guy. You don't know what he got going on.
It's to catch a predator.
Do you? All right. That's why you can follow Osvaldo on all his social media. You guys can keep up with him in his predator catches. Do you guys care about the Pope shit? Any perspectives, any views? American? It's an American Pope.
It's American Pope.
Make you feel anything?
It's
Think anything?
DEI.
The first American Pope, is
It's,
it?
huh?
It's the first American Pope.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Last guy was Argentinian.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. No.
Those guys Peruvian too.
Oh, he's at Peru.
It's half and half, I think.
I think he was born in the United States, but he was a missionary to Peru. So he got dual citizenship in Peru.
So, okay, that's crazy. He made his bones in Peru. We got to go research Peru.
It's been there for years.
Yes.
That's what I heard. That's what I read.
Wait, was he already in Peru or was he in Chicago?
But he was born in Chicago.
Oh, that's the American place. Got you.
Mhm.
But that's not where he was doing his church thing.
Unless he might have and then switched over when he was a missionary.
He was sent to Peru.
Hmm.
As a missionary. Did it make you guys feel anything? Think anything?
Where were you sent on your mission?
To the United States of America. But I was like,
It's a long quest.
yeah, like, I was born, bruh. Spent 2 years, broke a leg. And then on the third one, I was here. Yeah, that's where I was sent, bruh. That would be an interesting just to like go inside and go through that. I would just enjoy the philosophy classes though. I don't know about all the ritual shit.
Of what?
Like if you decided to be like a father or some shit.
You would take theology classes?
Yeah, I have before.
Don't you have to?
Yeah, and philosophy. Take mad philosophy in those courses. You're supposed to be ethical, but it's something that forgets. Anything else that caught your guys' attention? Because I've been thinking about about a certain subject, but
Certain subject?
yeah.
And what is it?
Camila, I love you, man. Don't ever stop being you.
Then don't tell them.
Yeah, keep it to yourself.
Yeah, you tell them.
How damaging is it to your persona?
How integral is it to your persona?
This thought?
Much has been bothering you.
Oh. No, it hasn't even been bothering me. It's been what's been keeping me alive this week. Actually, now that I think about it, it's
How much sleep has it distressed?
I haven't been losing sleep because of it though. I wake up with it on my mind though, so I go back to it. But those little things we spoke about earlier. Yeah, yesterday getting that information, like literally led me to sleep. It calmed me down. So it hasn't been. It's not a bad thing. It's just that
Calmed you down?
fuck no.
Take solace in the Pope.
That's crazy. That's a crazy. Imagine if I was that guy. That'd be crazy.
We wouldn't judge you.
I sent you guys the photo. The photos look guys, in the group chat. Look at my new Pope. I was hoping one of y'all did that. I was like, who's gonna send us a Pope photo?
Thinking Osvaldo was going to.
It's Pope Leo.
That's his name?
Pope Leo.
Hmm.
Leon.
Wait.
Leon?
like lion.
They give them different names.
They
You
pick their
could,
name.
yeah, you can pick your own name.
These post things are gangster, but
There was
names and shit.
I heard a conspiracy somewhere. I don't remember where.
Where do you get your conspiracies at?
Yeah. I was listening to a podcast and I heard
okay.
this conspiracy.
Was it the MTI podcast?
We have a bunch of conspiracies. No, there's nothing but conspiracies on there. Don't listen to them.
No, those conspiracies are
Always false.
yeah. But that there was, I don't know what the context of it, but this was supposed to be the last pope before the world
He has
ends.
to be black.
He has to be black,
Who said that?
and then it's the last one.
Because he's supposed to be the black pope.
Says it in scripture.
Oh, it's in the scripture?
But it was not a Nostradamus guy. Look at it. It was just a random thing. Like he said, it's just conspiracy.
So it's not real.
And it's just see. Well, that's what conspiracies are
Mhm.
anyway.
Well, there's a list of popes. There's supposed to be, and there's like the names they change, and then the last pope was supposed to be the specific one. And
What?
once this guy dies, the world ends.
For them. I don't know.
I saw this other post saying that this post is a champion for the poor and the immigrants.
Did
But-
they say that about the last one too?
I guess, yeah. But that this one's against women in congregation.
The one that's mad.
I don't know. I don't even know.
What do you mean?
I have no information.
Syrian actual black pope that was or black whoever goes on boats. He was part of them. He was mad at their I guess
Their vote?
the pope that they picked. Yeah,
Well, because
How did-
the,
he was complaining the same thing.
How does that work?
what
Do
do
they
you mean?
just take a vote? It's like
They-
we choose this guy.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of them were appointed by Pope Francis. So a lot of them are, like align with his ideals.
Oh, is it like a contest? Do they do a talent show?
What would be your talent?
Would be my talent.
Yeah, to become a
What was
pope. What do you what's your exposure
One
now?
of the required talents is to speak Latin.
Is it really?
I think
Oh, that makes sense.
maybe.
Yeah, I think that sounds
sing
fun.
in Latin.
I have a few Latin songs.
Oh yeah. What? All right. Can you give us a verse? Give us a verse there, champ.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get you in there. Go ahead.
Is it
Let-
opera?
I need the song first. Like
You need to catch the
Yeah, I
vibe. Catch. Interesting. Hey, man, at least they figured it out, man.
let me
Good
see
for
if I
them.
can find the lyrics.
Latin. Do you ever think about learning Latin?
No. Isn't it a dead language?
Yeah. But they're still kicking it somehow,
Still-
you know? So, the thought that's been keeping me up as I survive my painful week this week is
You had a painful week.
Yeah, before we get to that,
What?
expand on that. Why was it a painful week?
oh no, I'll tell you off camera. Nice. Yeah,
give us
that's
the
crazy.
PG version. Give us the abridged version.
Abridged version. You feds. Abridged version. I was like, where's my lawyer? That wording was crazy. I was like, abridged. I was like, damn. Somebody,
Learned that word today.
I did. That's my word of the day.
I don't believe that.
Have you
That's
guys
what they
ever-
told him to say. So he was nervously waiting for somebody to save him.
Have you guys ever watched abridged animes?
I'm not an anime person, to be honest
Abridged
with you. I respect it, though, but doesn't hold
Is
my
that where they
attention.
take out the filler episodes?
No, that's when they do a voiceover.
That's funny, bro.
Or they do a voiceover with like with not the original cast. Like it's just like,
It's just random, and they
random.
would do the voice.
yeah.
No, I haven't seen that.
No, they do it for like everything. They do it for Dragon Ball.
Seems like you really enjoy it.
Seems like one of the things you look at when you go into a YouTube rabbit hole.
Yeah.
How often are you guys in YouTube rabbit holes? Where you going, man? You heard the
Oh, that's
door?
one of them.
Oh, I don't
You
know.
want me to go check? Yeah, I'm gonna check. Yeah, and then turn down the light when you come back. It's
Oh,
belling
is
me.
it?
No. This our light is belling me how bright we are. Sean's looking transparent. Can't have him looking transparent right now, man. Gotta bring him back. People think he was in here.
You go into YouTube rabbit holes, Osvaldo?
Yeah,
Turn down the light. Yeah, turn down.
I'm
the
in
light a little
them.
bit. Close your eyes. Close
I'm
your
in
eyes.
them all the time.
37.
One more. Blind him. One more. There. Woo! There we go.
I forgot where I am. What are we
You
doing?
guys, ladies and gentlemen, y'all been in black.
What's
Go get a new family. Leave your kids at home. They're not yours.
We did that already.
Oh, back to reality. Fuck, we gotta do that again.
So the name of
Oh,
this
shit.
track is called Convivium. It translates to banquet, feast, or gathering.
The what? What they do?
The
talk about?
The Latin song. Remember? He has Latin song. This motherfucker was serious, bro. He brought it back. He went back.
Yeah.
No, I thought we were talking about YouTube rabbit holes. You guys really got fucked up over the like. You guys really got fucked. We time traveled like a second, bro. We literally delayed ourselves. So, how often are you in a YouTube rabbit hole?
Not often.
What's that YouTube rabbit hole?
Like you watch a video and then you look at the what's next,
Suggestion.
and then you go there, and then you're like, oh, let's go to the next one,
Oh, and
and then it just gets weirder and weirder and weirder. and
don't?
weirder.
No, I
It's
don't.
because he goes into a TikTok rabbit hole.
No,
Yeah.
Michael goes to when I watch YouTube video.
No. You like exit out. You just,
Yeah,
like,
I do.
dip
Oh,
in and
next
then-
one? No, it's not like no. I
Yeah.
know what I want to watch.
No, like you watch a conspiracy video, and then oh shit, look at the suggestion. You go into the next one, and then it just gets weirder and weirder.
What happens when I watch NBA? The summaries of
You watch the Summer League?
the summaries.
Oh, I thought you said. I was like, damn, bro, you committed as fuck. I didn't know you were watching Summer League out here.
Now he's got this Darren Holmes guy, but then he broke his Achilles ankle the first game he played.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I didn't know you were watching Summer League like that. You should like
No, I go, oh look, this
the summary and stuff.
this
Yeah.
game now, and this game now.
So was that your last rabbit hole? Conspiracies?
No, I don't know if I've ever been to YouTube rabbit hole.
No, I think I.
Wait,
Yeah,
you have?
like Camilo, I just like click on a couple and then I'm out.
Yeah.
But you're on YouTube.
Not as often, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel like you're on YouTube a lot.
I am.
Oh, I am. That's my main. That's all my. Yeah,
It's your,
that's everything. Yeah,
it's your
that's my
main
TV.
source of information.
No, not information. Chill out. Yeah, no.
I wish.
Not information. I get some, but not. No, it's not my main. No, but that's like entertainment, I guess.
Entertainment.
What we're doing now is YouTube. You still watch TV?
Like cable?
Yeah, like with commercials every other.
Well, what's your TV and what do you?
Yeah, but what do you watch? That's what I mean. Since you're not on YouTube.
Like movies?
You're a big movie guy. You be streaming and shit, huh?
Yeah.
You a movie guy too, though.
Whoa, I want to watch a movie. I watch a movie.
So are you on YouTube?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's my main. I love my algorithm on
a
YouTube.
lot of podcasts and shit. Long, that's why I never go into those things. Like my videos are like long videos.
Yeah, mine too. Mine over like
It's
fucking
too
hours.
much commitment to watch a movie.
Yeah, same.
Maybe.
No, for me it is too.
Too much commitment?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, because I'm not gonna like it.
Well, Sean is not
2
watching it. I don't think Sean is watching the whole movie. Like sitting down.
Are you?
How do you watch?
Watching the whole movie?
No, you probably watch it on TV.
And then like come back.
Oh,
See that?
Yeah, like
those
I-
are like my output. Just
Wait, you do that?
yeah.
You watch it on your phone and you come back to
No.
it?
Like I'll watch it and then
Uh.
go on my phone for a little bit and then come back. It's because my
I was about to say we found your autism, but no, luckily you don't.
No, because that's like
just the ADD. Just the ADD. I just can't focus. Okay. And then okay.
I couldn't.
Unless it's in a movie theater. I fucking love the movie theater. And you
You love the movie theater?
yeah.
Nice. You love it too?
Oh yeah. a lot.
Why?
You disconnect.
Just you immerse yourself in
you
the
have to go
world.
into a Dolby Atmos theater.
Ooh. Just start like that in
Like-
the air.
There's one like at Westminster, way the fuck out there.
I watch Oppenheimer in one of those.
Yeah,
Me too.
me too.
You guys heard of it?
Oh,
No, it's a good
Is it worth all the hype?
It is. Yeah. One of the best
Is
movies of the
Michael
year.
B. Jordan enough for you?
how much
Why?
sitting
What's up
did
with
you?
you, man? Leave me alone.
How much sitting did I have to do?
Mhm.
Quite a bit.
All movies nowadays. Fucking, you're sitting, bro. You better stretch in between.
Are you a sinner?
With Michael B. Jordan, yes.
That makes a lot of sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's why
What
he has like AI videos of us. I think now that's what the fuck he was talking about. But what is it like? Is it like a profound movie? Like no spoilers, because I guess I'll watch it at some point. But like, what did it make you guys feel? Why is it actually good?
What's an
Huh?
entertaining story? Has some profound themes. Goes into like cultural and like a little bit philosophical.
Story of a sinner.
Are you a sinner?
Oh yeah.
You like Michael B. Jordan? Gay.
Who doesn't?
I don't.
He should be the next Black Panther.
Hey man,
Where does that come from?
that was great.
It's a good idea. That's why I'm asking. Right?
Wasn't he like the bad guy?
That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the bad guy. He was in it.
Yeah, he was. Already.
Was what would you guys rate his performance of his acting performance?
What movie?
No, and let's go Sinner and whatever else you watched.
In Sinner?
Yeah.
It's like a nice.
Because he's main character, right?
Yeah.
He leads
He's
it.
both.
What do you mean he's both?
Yeah, he's both. He's two characters.
He's the sinner
He's
and the Pope
the sitter and the priest.
and priest.
Yeah, probably not gonna watch it.
No way. He's
No, well, he's basically the opposite side. Like I'm guessing he tries to do the
a
good version.
hunter, isn't he?
Oh, I'd watch it if there's
No.
vampires.
Abraham Lincoln's a vampire hunter.
Have you guys ever watched that?
That's good. Yeah, that's the stupidest movie. That's the stupidest movie in the world.
I actually love that movie.
Why?
I actually love that movie.
Why?
He was a vampire hunter. What do you know?
I don't know anything. You're right, bro.
That's your
Maybe
historical
that's
facts.
his untold story, right?
Yeah,
Like everything
He
else.
was president that day, vampire hunter at night.
But did he do it as like a young man? Like he was young in that.
Oh, he got into the cult when he was young. He
Yeah.
was trained.
What else is there to do when you're poor back then? You know. So you gotta vampires.
What is he, wealthy?
No, he wasn't. That's his whole thing. He was a poor Republican. That's why he was the original.
Didn't he go to law school?
Yeah. I don't know that part, but that's
Oh,
He-
yeah.
right.
yeah. If I go Lincoln,
He
right?
does look like a vampire hunter.
MSU. He went
He went to MSU.
Who went to MSU?
Abe Lincoln.
That's crazy. So, yeah, your Lincoln definitely vampire hunter. Your Lincoln's definitely vampire. No, he was like a poor white. Like that's why he put a lot of. He made the Republicans originally started as the poor ones. But anyway, sorry. But so 9?
Yeah.
What would you rate his acting in other movies?
I haven't watched a lot. The
Don't
Creed
lie.
movies, the Creed movies are good.
Like, what would you rate his acting?
8 out of 10.
Okay,
10 out of 10.
That's
of course.
What was?
Black Panther.
He was all mad in that movie. He was always mad.
Did you see all his
All his what?
kills?
His what?
All his kills?
Oh, okay.
Those were kills?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what he would do. Every time. What do you think with the word?
just
Just curious. What do you think?
I mean, some part of a tradition. I mean, it is not like based on kills.
So you will recommend that movie because I'm gonna hold you accountable if I watch it and and I shit myself and then I exit out of it.
You make sure you're alone when you watch the movie.
You know which one I do like of his? Because I am not a fan of his. I don't think he's a good actor. But shout out to him, man. When he was a firefighter, and it was like a future. It's like 451. They had it a little bit for.
That was Will Smith.
No.
No, that was crazy.
Fahrenheit 451.
Yeah, I think he was in it, and like in the part they burned all the books, and he had to pick a side if he was gonna go with the government that burned all the books. Yeah, I like him in that, but probably because I like the story. But aside from that, that's all anything. Yeah.
He's in a lot of movies.
No, they're trying to make him the it guy next to whoever the fuck Bob Dylan was. Who was the Bob Dylan guy? Pops up in all the movies.
More than
Bob Dylan.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie about Bob
something?
Dylan. Yeah, he's in like all the desert movies. The fake Star Wars. Doom, yeah.
Dune.
Dune.
Doom, yeah, Doom, not
I
Doom.
have not watched Dune either.
You haven't watched Doom, bro. Y'all. No, I know, and there's a book too. I read the book first. Tell me
There's a
something.
video game of Dune.
Yeah. I don't know if it's any good though.
I haven't played it.
What is it on? PC?
What's it called? Those role games, RP, role.
RPG.
Is that what it's called? Yeah, role play.
RPG.
He's not playing today, bro. He came in. He questioned me about the chair. All kinds of shit.
I expected a joke on the bazooka. I tell him. I just wanted to make sure.
It's because he was distracted. He was distracted. He was, who knows what he was doing. Any other movies y'all watched since we're on movies?
Oh, I did watch Interstellar in IMAX
I'm pretty sure that was worth it.
when it came out. It just came out like
Did we put it
in
out?
December.
Yeah,
They do that. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
do that to some movies.
10 years anniversary.
Yeah.
Ooh, Star Wars would have been nice and have those theaters soon.
You like Star Wars? Did you celebrate? Oh yeah, you definitely do. You celebrate May 4th, huh?
How do you
You're
celebrate?
you're finishing your emails with the Force be with you, huh?
No, it would have been a good idea. No, it was on the weekend. It was a weekend night.
No, but was it? Oh yeah, it was facts. Because that was Sunday. Because Cinco de Mayo was on Monday, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
it was hard to like. No.
Just be like the Force may be with you. That would fit him. What about you? You like Star Wars?
Me?
Yeah.
Not really.
Why not?
Never got into it.
Do you not like science fiction movies?
Yeah.
Give me an example of a science
Like
fiction movie you like.
Interstellar.
That's okay.
Science fiction.
That's middle of the ground.
Like
I don't know,
Based
but
on real things.
Alien.
the science is pretty close. Alien? I love Alien.
Well, I haven't
Science is-
Dune is pretty good.
No, yeah, it's pretty.
I haven't watched Alien.
No? None of them?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Oh my god! You need to watch Predator.
Right.
too.
I've never watched Predator.
Alien or Predator?
I've never watched any other.
Website
The
do we
movies?
pick?
What's that?
No,
you
no, like-
pick? Alien or Predator?
The actual race, yeah.
Oh, actually,
What the?
probably go with Predator.
Why?
They have a system of
Is
they have a moral
Is
system.
Predator like a Sheena in the news?
Oh, the new one. They're making it. What they're the protagonist.
Is a woman now?
Yeah, it's a protagonist.
Predator woman?
I haven't seen.
I haven't even. No, they were remaking that joint.
No, they're not remaking it.
Was Prey?
What would
Right.
you be?
What?
Alien or Predator?
Would you be a prey or predator?
Predator. I'll be Predator.
Why?
Because they're cool.
Yeah, they got the tech, bro. They got the
Yeah.
fucking little acid nets. I was like, I need one of them joints.
Those are acid nuts.
What
The
the,
acid came from the
the alien, but they ends up
Alien
in
has
acid net.
acid blood.
You, Jesus? Alien?
No, I'm a Predator. They made it ugly as fuck, bro.
Okay, so we do need to catch a predator then. If you guys are going predators.
Is that,
Anyways,
he's dying on that hill. He's dying on that hill.
Okay.
So, gentlemen, reason why I brought you together is because I wanted to ask you
The new initiative?
about Catch a Predator.
that's the initiative. Are we writing? a
Scouts on
manifesto?
honor.
We're gonna write a
What
manifesto.
does it catch?
It's the Avengers initiative.
The Avengers Nation?
What would you want to catch?
An Avenger?
Which Avenger would you want?
Oh, Captain America for sure.
What the fuck you gonna do with him?
Nothing.
Why say it like that?
Just hang out.
Yeah.
Just like-
Like, hang out with me.
Have you seen what's the second one? Endgame? When they go into the past? When Captain America finds his own Captain America
No,
and he ends up beating his Captain America?
no, I don't know. Okay, I've never seen the movie.
No.
You?
Do you guys remember that scene?
Like,
Do you like those movies?
Yeah, they're entertaining. You don't?
what was Captain America's?
I watched like the last Iron Man before they started doing that. After that, I was like, oh, okay. And I watched Spider Man on their own, but that's because I like Spider Man.
Was he an employer?
What?
Capitalism?
No, Iron Man definitely was right.
Captain America, he was working for a government.
Oh yeah, he was a tool. He was a drone.
He was a worker.
Yeah.
He was a blue.
Blue collar worker, buddy.
Labor didn't want
It was blue ribbon ice cream.
Johnny
Yeah.
Walker. You want whiskey right now, guys?
blue collar.
Just say the word, man. I can brought you some whiskey. Yeah. Well, that will as you stumble into
You know
that.
Johnny Walker's the new Captain America?
Really? Oh yeah, because he went back to the Fantastic Four. No, I said
No, John Walker.
Oh, you guys like the new Fantastic Four?
It has been kind of. Yeah.
I know by the trailer. You've seen the trailer.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a bad movie.
I already
Really?
same.
Why?
I don't know.
I think
Does-
they're gonna like it.
They're. I
mean,
think the
does doesn't have a high bar with the last ones.
The burning out that actor.
Oh, Michael B. Jordan was in that.
He was
Last Captain.
Johnny, yeah.
Yeah.
The last Fantastic.
Yeah.
he was very so sorry to catch that shit, bro. I hate this fucking. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a bad movie. And I like the fantastic.
It was a really bad job of Michael B. Jordan in that movie.
Yeah, he does
I
that.
haven't even seen that movie.
I haven't too.
Why do you think it's gonna be a bad movie?
I think they're burning that actor out as far as these novelty because they made him popping in like Star Wars and shit. Is that Landu? The main character, the
Pedro Pascal.
yeah, I think they're burning. Wasn't he?
He was in Game of Thrones,
It's another Mexican.
and then The Last of Us.
Mm-hmm.
And
Was he in Dune then?
That's Diego Luna you're thinking about.
Yeah.
Well, who was the guy in the main guy in the Fantastic? In
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal.
wasn't he in Star Wars?
No, that's Diego Luna.
Does he do series more?
Yeah, he's in The Last of Us.
Oh, then I take that one back. But aside from that point,
Who was the guy in Dune?
I don't know. I just been seeing him a lot.
I don't even know who he is.
You don't know who Diego Luna is?
Look him
Have
up.
you seen Y Tu Mamá También? No? That's good.
Y tu mamá también.
Y Tu Mamá También?
Y tu mamá. It's old though, right? It's like a early 2000 vibes.
Yeah.
No, what the fuck? No, who that Diego Luna? Let me see.
Oh no, no idea. Son Narcos.
Oh no, I'm not talking about him. But he was in Star Wars. You're right, right? He was the one in Star Wars.
Series.
Well, in the series of Star Wars. No, okay, well, we'll do at that point. Because I got my actors mixed up.
He was in The Mandalorian.
Yeah, right?
Pedro Pascal. Oh, Pedro Pascal
Oh,
was in
that's
Mandalorian. Yeah.
Yeah, I know I was in
Mandalorian.
fucking.
That is true. I forgot.
Yeah.
About Mandalorian.
I know it.
He's wearing a helmet the whole time.
No, I know, but you know when you when you get a Star Wars job, you're gonna be promoted, and
Star Wars sucks.
I feel like because he's a really good actor. I think he's a great actor, and I love that he's Latino. But it's just, and I get it, you know, you want to get paid, but the novelty superhero shit, like you already did Star Wars, you could have did like a random movie here that's a little more deeper than went back and did Fantastic Four.
The Last of Us.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
Can actors be burnt out? Do actors get burnt out? Don't they work like a month to do something and then
No, but
We take like
Or do you mean burnt out for the public?
yeah, to the audience. Like to the audience, and I feel because he is a really good actor, he's actually a great actor, and I feel like go put him in this genre, and then if we're gonna do the movie, drop it like a year later, because like you said, movies take 2 years, 3 years to make and edit and everything. That's one of the reason, and second, I don't know. I think the whole retro, futuristic Jensen's 50s aesthetic is burned out too. Even though I like it, like I like when I looked at the trailer, but I was just like, nah, it's probably not gonna be good. I don't know. That's what I thought. And I haven't seen the movie.
I don't think it fits the Marvel vibe anymore.
because they don't have one.
They went back.
Yeah.
They don't have a bike with
They went back. That's why they're doing that. Exactly. They went back because how you go super end times, fucking Iron Man dead, and then we'll go back to the 50s.
Well, Iron Man's coming back.
What's,
No, I know.
what's a different universe?
That's
It is
true.
a different
That's true. That's true.
No cameos, nothing. It's just Fantastic Four.
No, yeah.
That's it.
But
That's
But I do like the Fantastic Four. Like I remember watching the cartoons.
Do you like the thing?
But I like the fire guy. I feel like I wish I could do that once in a while.
Johnny Blaze?
That's crazy.
Isn't that Ghost Rider?
Yeah, let's go through it.
Yeah, that was I like that movie. That was a shitty ass movie too.
Nicholas Cage?
Yeah, I don't like Nicolas Cage. Even though he's psycho as fuck too. But have you guys ever seen that movie where he plays ADHD and everything has to be clean? He's anal and he like picks up little speckles from his carpet in his little apartment. Like
I've seen a trailer.
Will Smith.
that was Smith, this bitch. No, that's a good movie. That's like the type of movies you watch. You're like, oh shit, he can actually act. He's actually psycho. No, but what I did want to talk about is what is employment? What is working? What is having a job mean? Right? Because first I always think about it because I feel like I'm allergic to certain things, and like when you look around
Like
and
an onion.
what
Like an onion.
You're allergic to onions?
you're allergic to, yeah, I think he is actually.
I think I might.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Are you allergic to onions? Why are you blinking so fast over there for? Are you allergic to onions?
No,
He's cutting on.
he's,
no.
he's doing it right now.
Onion.
Me too. I love onions.
Continue your thought.
Sean's gonna blow up. So I've been thinking about this idea because a lot of things are changing, and this job one seems to be changing.
Actors, yeah, an actor's job is pretty
Jog or job?
job
Job? How?
pretty hard.
Well, I don't know.
Do they? Is it actually work?
I would say so. Acting, like,
Yeah.
it takes a lot of hard work to
They
act.
they stand half of their day to in and out of scenes. They're just in their
And you
trailer
have to learn the whole
lines, and they have to be emotional. I think if you're good,
But
it's hard work.
If they didn't pay them, would they still do it?
Well, that's how they got there, I guess.
Like, how are you guys acting right now?
I do this shit for free.
Yeah.
No Oscars around here. Just my cousin. Shout out to my cousin. But the idea is things are changing. AI continues to be a thing, and it continues to affect everyday life. You walk into McDonald's, you don't talk to a person anymore. You click on a screen, and then the person gives you your food. So how is employment looking? Because as far as I could tell, my American experience is having a work ethic was something to be proud of. It was something that should satisfy a purpose, right? It's something that you should strive to. That's why you get educated, because you need a job, right? In America, we don't like taking vacations. I know I personally suck at taking vacations. I'm to a certain degree. In certain points in my life, I've been a workaholic for sure, in certain degrees. But is it still that? And the question I even asked in the title in today's show was, is it your purpose? As Sean nicely worded it better for me, right? Because it almost seems that a lot of people, that's what it is. It seems to be that nothing is more valuable than what that employment is, or paying the bills, or that function is, right? And it goes to the idea that we still need to make money. We still need to pay bills, right? And there's other ideas, that universal income that we can speak about too, that is an idea of that sort. But a lot of it seems to be like people live and die by that shit. People go crazy if they lose their job. And yes, that can be financial disparity and stuff like that. But it almost seems to me that in America, as far as my observation and since I've been here my whole life, it's everything. You don't get educated to become smarter or think better. You get educated to go get a job. You know what I mean? That's
supposed to.
You're supposed to. Yeah.
I say.
No, but that's the whole setup, right? And even from going to factory ideas of why public school is the way it is, it was set up for you in America to work in a factory, right? It's even like that idea, right? And that's obviously changed. We don't work in factories. I hate factories. But what is employment is does it continue to be this essential part of everyday life for you to function and have a balanced life? Or is it just become another thing you do just to make money without such essentialness to it or attention to it? Because to me, it feels like most Americans, and I only speak for America because this is my experience here, is just, that's everything. It's this and everything else first, and sometimes it's even family.
One of the first questions you have to ask yourself is, how much work ethic do you have?
That's another thing, because this sparked off that documentary. I used to be proud of that shit. Like, I used to think, but I think that was part of the programming.
Work ethic?
Yeah. Because I found out what the origin is, and then it gave me goosebumps, like I was explaining earlier.
Well, what is work ethic?
Exactly. What is it? Like if we could break it down before we go into like the origin of it. What do you think? Why do you think it's a thing? It's a word. Is it what they told them after they decide not to be slaves no more? What is it? Like, why is it there? Why are we so proud of it? Why we die by it? Because I'm a victim of it. I quote unquote see myself as a hustler, and even that I don't even like. Now that I'm learning this new information, I don't even think I want to say that anymore. or I don't even want to claim to have a quote unquote work ethic.
A good work ethic. 'Cause there's good work ethic, and then they say somebody has bad work ethic.
Yeah,
So what does that mean?
good work ethic and bad work ethic.
Yeah, it's like someone doesn't like to work,
But it's relative to your environment, right?
or someone that doesn't do something well.
Like it could be either or, right? If you think about it. But the question is, why does it exist? Why are we so on it? Why is it part of the dialect? Why is it part of the like people stand by that
To
type?
Why is it
people
that
to
when
do
you get a
things.
performance review at your job, you get scored on your work ethic?
It's incentive. It's like a self motivator to get someone to do something. Like encouragement. It's like, hey, you have
But
good
isn't
work
isn't
ethic.
that manipulation?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? So I watched this documentary last night as I was laying in bed in pain, trying not to give up. You know what I mean? See, you got the PG-13. And then so they said that the origin of the work ethic, and I'm gonna butcher it, but it comes from a religious group. I forgot the exact name in the 17th century. So basically, the origin is that you, huh? Yeah,
Protestant?
I think that's them. Yeah, and it says that they came up with the term work ethic. So if you don't work hard, you'll go to hell or you'll be damned. So it was, so working hard was you being saved by God. And that's where the origin. Obviously, America introduced it again when the industrial revolution happened with factories and stuff and capitalism. But the origin is that it came from a faith mythology. So obviously, we can get people to work. Well, people will work, right? So that's why since last night that I learned this information, yeah, I'm okay on that word. I don't feel like I want to be proud of that shit no more like that. That's weird because it almost feels like, yes, you have to win your coin. You have to look out for yourself and your family for sure. But does it have to be in this way where it just seems to be all life and purpose for certain people, for the majority of people? Right? Does it have to be this daunting thing that we spend so much time? Because be honest, even us, we spend half of our days in an office. We just do. Like half of our day, our time is spent in an office.
Yeah, like we're working right now.
Yeah, this is slave work.
Mhm.
We're in Kuwait. You ain't going back to your country. Shout out to Kuwait, though. You know what I mean? What?
It's not labor.
No, this is not labor. You better not call this labor, bro. This is crazy. But what are you guys thinking? What are we thinking? What's the evolution? Because if we keep living in the capitalist system, we still have to produce money. Let's just go without saying. But can we produce money less with the less focus on this whole operation? Because you go to school to get a job. You don't get educated to become smarter or think better. You to get a good job. That's the point. That's why you invest. You take those loans, and if you don't get a good job, you're a failure. Because the question comes, if AI helps us, and you gave the good example earlier, if you want to speak on it, like they're 3D printing, and Osvaldo mentioned this earlier, I got it from him, where now construction workers are scared that AI is going to take their job. But as Osvaldo stated, what if you just learn how to operate the 3D machine and it cuts your time in half and you can do it more efficient?
Well, jobs are going to evolve. They've always evolved. That's what happens with new technologies. Like when the cars were invented, people were going to say, well, what are the horses going to do? What are we going to do with the horses? Like when a printing press was invented, it's like these people are going to be out of jobs. Factories, what are the farmers going to do? And the farmers, when factories were created, they just moved to the factories.
That's what a lot of people are scared of, or that's what a lot of people fail to realize. When you say AI is going to take your job, it might, and it probably will, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be without a job. So that's what a lot of people fail to realize, where they think of AI taking our jobs, and they're like, "Oh, I'm not going to do anything else." But again, like you just stated, the jobs evolve. We might not know what they evolve into, but they do evolve. Like the first factory jobs, like you had to be running the machines. Now they evolve into you just kind of overseeing the machines. So what's to say in the future, you just look at a computer screen on how the machines are doing, and that's it.
But would you agree that it does take a very powerful role in somebody's everyday life?
What?
Like having a job and employment
Yeah.
in your perspective. So what do you think about that? Is that okay? Is like the question was, is it your purpose?
Us as human beings, we're naturally searching for our purpose. It's like one of our basic questions in everyone's life. And since that takes up a bunch of our time, I think jobs are just something you do that someone pays you to do. Because you wouldn't do it if they weren't paying you, right? And people, since
Like
they're
we
doing,
wouldn't be here if we weren't getting
I'm
paid.
not paying.
yeah,
you.
exactly.
The fuck this look like? It's Kuwait late road here, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here if he wasn't paying me.
Mm-hmm.
Or our sponsors. Shout out to them.
For sure. Whoever you are out there.
No, but since that takes up so much of our time, people naturally assign purpose to it.
But
And since they say it's like this thing's gonna take their job, in their mind it's gonna take my purpose. They're gonna be without purpose. They're gonna kind of be lost existentially.
yeah, and without even trying, you got where I was trying to go. Because how they ended that documentary that I watched is that they asked everybody if they had universal income. You get a check every month. So what are you going to do with your time? And they asked people from South Korea, Kuwait, Italy, obviously the United States, and nobody knew how to answer.
Right.
And that's why my question is it your purpose? Because to me, that is very terrifying in a time of deep change. You good?
What was that?
And you win, no problem.
Yeah.
That was Jackie.
Oh,
Went to the
okay.
bathroom.
Or-
Oh, okay. Well, they tell us that. Don't scare us. About to murder somebody in here. You see how quiet? Say something, Sean. Communicate. There's mics here. No, but yeah. But shout out. Shout out to the cat making noise over there. That is scary. That is terrifying in a time of deep change, in a time where tech is going to probably take a big part of what everyday life is, where you're not comfortable with yourself. Because as far as AI keeps adapting and becomes more next to us or a tool of us or a part of us, like you're not comfortable with yourself. That means we've raised generations to be told what your purpose is supposed to be, but you're supposed to figure that out for yourself.
So what you're saying is that
You're killing humanity. You're shooting it in the soul.
Oh, we're not killing humanity. They're just like forcing people to ask a question. For most of existence, we've never really asked. It's like, what do you want to do? Like, if you have everything's taken care of, what do you want to do?
But why is that seems hard to answer?
Because people don't know what they want to do. People don't know what they want. People are
And we stated earlier that the natural process is for humans to find purpose, right?
right.
So that's why I say it's a way
You gotta find
of
it.
taking humanity away. Because if you've been programmed to that this corporation or this name that writes you a check every week is supposed to give you everything you are and everything you sleep and dream about, like we're no longer comfortable. And as AI continues to be what it will be, we can't lose our humanity when we're about to make one of probably, I will humbly say, the next evolution transition in our next steps of existence when we adapt to these machines. Like, because we got to keep our humanity intact even more now because of all this. Because in you could start seeing as just simple social media or even us streaming, whatever the case may be, right? But it scares me when from people all over the world gets asked this question and they stay quiet, because I'm like, damn, we kind of already lost. We're kind of AI without even trying has us already, because
1,000 people is not
Wait.
20 trillion people living in the world.
Wait, I don't.
well, you got to watch this documentary because it's a documentary.
It's not. It's part of the population is not represented. All of it.
No, well, so this example I'm giving,
Yeah.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Well, I don't get it. I don't get that thought that it's taken away our humanity. I think it's
Because so
giving us the opportunity to discover our humanity. Because like, I think right now society is kind of like taking that away from us because they're saying this is your purpose. This is what you have to do. You don't get a choice. It's like, and people are like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. It's easy because I don't have to pick. It's like I'm gonna go down this path. They tell me this is your purpose. You're supposed to work. You're supposed to be a lawyer. You're supposed to be whatever, and that's what you're gonna assign your purpose to. I mean, not consciously, but since you're doing that, people are gonna do it anyways. But if they take that away and they give them the freedom of, okay, everything, like you don't have to survive. All your basic needs are met. You don't have to take care of any of that. What are you going to do? People don't know because they haven't asked themselves that question. Because they haven't been given a chance to ask themselves that question because they're too busy doing their
I
job.
agree, but I think there should be a transition period.
Yeah. We can't just throw people in there and people lose their minds.
and that's why I'm trying to think about it because because it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like
When you throw, that's such a shock to most people. If you just give them that amount of freedom and they haven't thought about it before, they're just like kind of lost. And then they go into whatever they grab first.
yeah, and I think that's why I'm thinking about it because I think the conversation is extremely relevant. Either you think it's going to happen 5 years, 10 years, or you can walk into McDonald's and see for yourself, right? People don't wash cars anymore. Some do, but they're just watching the machines wash the cars. That's why there's a bunch of car washes, right?
To make sure you don't get touched, though, you need to go to a touchless wash.
Sure. I guess this guy's that's why he catches all the predators.
They touch you in car washes?
There are some that
Specifically?
Yes, I try to catch the predator.
there are some that
Figured it out.
they end up scratching you.
Yeah, man. Just say no. Call somebody. Call the police, man. Jesus. Scratching.
just
and
get
shit.
away from them.
Drive away. You can wash your car somewhere else.
Yeah, keep going back.
That's hilarious. But I guess that's why I'm bringing up the subject because we got to start thinking about it because it's gonna happen, and if this transition needs to go the way it needs to go, we need to keep this human thing intact. Because something about humans not being comfortable in their own skin scares me a lot. It's a terrifying
Are you
thing.
against trans people?
That was crazy. Good luck.
Is that what you're saying?
No,
Do you hate
no, I don't. Shout out, y'all know.
They scare him. That's what it is.
do they scare you?
Sometimes,
His own words.
Yeah.
sometimes. But shout out to them. But we need to have a conversation because I do think, at least for America, right? Nobody should be burning themselves out. Like, yes, you want to pay your bills, you want to take care of your family, but god damn, bro, like we're scared to take a vacation just because we feel out of order, out of place.
So what we're trying to say is that work ethic isn't real. We should not have any work ethic.
I don't even like
I think it's natural, no? Like work ethic?
Well, let's call it
It's like
stress then. Let's call it stress then. Let's call it anxiety then.
Because maybe there's something
But don't
like
call
a
it work.
hobby. You like doing a hobby. Like good work ethic is doing it well and doing
That's
it
true. You
consistently.
can still have it for
Yeah.
a
It's
hobby.
like, what if you like making birdhouses? It's like good work ethic is making really nice birdhouses.
Yeah, very true.
And that's okay too. But let it be that. I think me personally, why I'm probably gonna stay away from that wording because we have to redo the whole system has to change. Because like you said, work ethic is a phrasing to motivate people to feel like they should be doing something.
And I'm in a capitalist context where they're
yeah.
like,
And that's the one I'm speaking about.
motivate people to do
Yeah.
something they don't want to do.
Yeah, because if in 20 years, 30 years, somebody just has to go double check code, probably be in the office maybe twice a week, 3 times a week, get little update emails to watch whatever machine, whatever 3D. Like work is not going to encapsulate you no more. Because what's the first thing you talk about when you're social? How was work? How's work? Oh, do you have a job? Like that's the first question socially we ask when we go, oh, what does he do? What does she do? And then like, what? Well, chill out, bro. Like, yes, I work. Just if you were checking if I had a work ethic, but I'm more than that. I'm more than my job.
Yeah, hobbies.
Yeah, because to me, and this is a theory. To me, I think the hobby place that how we view hobbies needs to change around.
Like Hobby Lobby.
Shout out to them, weirdos.
What was it?
Yes, Hobby Lobby.
I don't know. It's the first thing that came to my mind. That was crazy.
You're in the crazy.
9 Hobby Lobby. Go buy real art. But shout out to them arts and crafts
But then
people.
for you to buy art, you need a
Go to Hobby Lobby to get the supplies.
You like Hobby Lobby?
you need to paint yourself.
Hobby Lobby or Michaels.
I like buying a lot of linen and shit and fabric, so probably Michaels. I don't think Hobby Lobby has fabric.
Have a lot of flowers, don't they? Like fake flowers.
But the point I was making before the Christians got involved again, was that how we view hobbies needs to change in intention. Where job is this is just this thing you do for money, and whatever that hobby or that interest or that curiosity or that development is, needs to be the center stage of set personality or existence.
Because for some people, their hobby can become a job, and the opposite.
That's a dream.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
I'm saying about actors.
Yeah.
It's like, are they really working? Because I mean,
Oh.
if you told them, would you do this for free? They're like, fuck yeah, I would do it for free.
You get
And some did,
you get
and some
tired-
did.
You get
Yeah.
tired of everything in your life. Like you, as a human, you get tired of everything
Yeah.
that you do up to a certain point. So I'm pretty sure.
But it was their choice. It was like most people go out on a limb and like take a risk and forego a normal job to pursue an acting
yeah,
dream.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's payback for a lot of sacrifices.
yeah. Like
So they're
how
not
many
really working.
how many plays were you guys in that got you to this point?
How many play, Sean?
That
How
was
many
a
how many
question.
bushes and trees were you before the big lights? How many trees and bushes were you before the big lights?
3 trees, and then I was a backup role, and then starring role,
Ooh,
and then I had to quit because I twisted my ankle.
no.
You always hearing something, bro. You? How many plays before the big lights hit you?
I'm still waiting for the big light.
For sure. You're right. You're
This-
right. My fault. No, but the question does become, because AI will take over majority of jobs in certain dedication or specification, even if you wanted to in itself, it's not going to be allowed. So are we strong enough to find purpose without being told the path to take or pushed onto?
It'd be tough for a lot of people.
Well, hobbies need to be normalized. Or
Yeah.
again, like the transition where right now hobbies are frowned upon.
You look like as a child when you tell people you have hobbies, bro. I tell people I take photos, they look at me, I'm like, bro, get your little weird ass to work, little slave. No, but because hobbies become this whimsical child's play thing. But I'm like, that's
It's
probably
just something you do on the side.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't think.
Well, it's like they don't see it like that, but they just see it as less important than your job.
and that's the point.
Yeah.
Not even that.
There has to be a change.
Since people became rich for playing video games or silly YouTubers or silly Twitch streamers, then they respect hobbies a bit more now.
But see, that's a dangerous one. Like video games, because they start as a hobby and then they like it. That's what they love to do. But then they get more pressure, and then they start doing things they don't want to
Yeah.
do for money or whatever, and then it becomes a job.
But that's
Then they gotta quit.
But that's how you became. That's how you become rich, though.
Yeah.
Those are sacrifices.
Or even YouTubers, a lot of them say they were doing it for free, and then now it's a job because they have to put a video every week. If they miss it, yeah,
That's why they quit. That's
Yeah.
why they actually
if they
quit.
miss
That's why they should quit. Because then once it becomes a job, it's like they shouldn't do that anymore. Go pursue something else.
but then
Boxing, for example.
Boxing. Yeah.
go ahead, come
Hey, you
Copy from bro. You might be. You don't tell us.
Well, if I get to a point,
I don't watch you fight.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, got me.
And-
Got me.
And I think AI is gonna push a lot of people, even though they don't want to. It's gonna drag a lot of people closer to self-fulfillment, which is a good thing.
Why?
But it's gonna be, well, I mean,
Why is it a good thing?
because it's gonna make people discover who they are, what they want, live a better life for themselves. But because they're being kind of forced there, it's gonna be a tough transition.
Because even like the examples Camilo said, those are like prime examples of the natural change that's already happening. Like these things are careers, jobs. Certain gamers are seen as athletes at this point. F1 racers, I would say, at least, that are seen as athletes on the video game aspect, right? So even streaming, like that's it's a small. It's the natural way of seeing that something is happening, right? And it's just that the idea is the hobby becomes the purpose or the life. And yes, you can change hobbies. You can get tired or exhausted of things, of course, but that's okay. But the job just becomes this thing. It doesn't become this over capsulating that defines you socially and defines your success and defines you your worth, and because that's what it does for, or it does in America. That's what we are. Everybody's judged by what you do, but what you produce, by your work ethic.
You should be judged by your hobbies.
No, you should be judged as a human. So we stop using that word so we can be more serious about it. Like, you get judged about the human you are, because AI is going to look at you as the human you are in whole, right? Because when you ask ChatGPT, can you tell me about yourself? It doesn't just tell you you do work. No, you're into this. I remember you asking me this, so blah, 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 right? It looks at you as a whole. And that's how we got to get used to looking at ourselves.
Yeah, like if I like playing with toys, like I should not be judged for wanting.
Oh,
to
I'm
play
going
with
to judge
toys.
you. I'll be like, don't bring that shit
What
over.
kind of toys, Osvaldo? Elaborate.
Like little dinosaurs.
Okay.
Like they can eat each other.
What were you thinking, Sean?
Hey,
What kind of toys you think your friend plays with?
I'm just curious. That's why I asked.
And maybe something to think about more, but it's important. It's a relevant conversation. We need to start thinking about it, and we need to unchange the unconscious programming that is that word, is this set thing that we all do every day, and why we spend half of our lives doing it so damn much, right? And it does need to change, because to me it is taking purpose. Like when I seen that documentary and they asked all these people around the world that question, it was almost heartbroken.
Or an alternative, find something you're really good at that people will pay you a lot of money to do, that doesn't take up much time, and then you can find what you like to do.
Like sidestepping it.
Like boxing.
Like boxing. That takes up a lot of time. I say
Takes a
like
whole lot of
like
time.
you're really good with computers. You create the software that you sell to a company, and they pay you every month a certain amount of money to use it, and then you can pursue other things.
Yeah. Or like you're very good at speaking on podcasts.
Takes up an hour of your time. They pay you a
That's
lot
it.
of money, especially
That's
with
it.
our sponsors. Shout out to them.
Turkey leg. Shout out to you, Turkey leg. Very nice.
Shout out to Pollos Hermanos.
Pollos
Yeah.
Hermanos, that's crazy. Shout out to Pollos Hermanos. Are they here? Pollos Hermanos?
Yeah,
Yeah, we got a Twisters.
brother.
I've never ate them.
You've never gone to Pollos Hermanos? You've never met the owner, Gus?
That's crazy. Shout out to
You
Gus.
know the actual restaurant?
No, this is the first time.
Twisters?
I thought you were joking. No.
Wait, Pollos Hermanos. You don't know the actual. You don't know the context in the show.
To a chicken.
You don't know the context in the show. Breaking Bad.
Oh, no. I've never seen
Oh.
that. Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. I thought it was a real place. That's what I was asking.
no, it's a restaurant in a show called Breaking Bad.
But the place actually exists, no?
Yeah, the restaurant we
Phoenix.
filmed it in is called Twisters.
Yeah.
There's one here.
We'll twist some things. That's how it goes.
Fun fact: it's called Twisters because they're curly fries.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, how many times have you watched that show?
Second time,
Was it-
but it's in
I mean,
it's set in Albuquerque.
no, yeah.
Yeah, and I live.
Yeah, because I know the real guy. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, you been to Twisters then?
yeah.
He was-
I've been to the actual restaurant.
He was in the show.
He was.
Wasn't
He was that little white dude, right?
No, you were.
That's crazy.
No,
What, were you the bald guy?
no, you were the fly from the fly episode.
That was messing with him.
Just trying to give him more credit than that, but whatever.
No, I was one of the twins.
Mm.
I only know that actor because of Malcolm in the Middle.
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, I love that guy.
I love the show too.
Yeah, it's so stupid but so real.
Yeah, it was good.
No, I know, it's so stupid, so real. It's hilarious. It was what I used to watch after school. Malcolm in the Middle.
What were you talking about earlier?
The future of employment and jobs.
So basically, that in the future, jobs will be seen as an ancient thing, and
I think so.
I could see that.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Have you ever played Death Stranding?
I've heard about it, but I haven't played it.
He's been wanting to.
Totally
I heard it was kind of boring.
People will always have jobs. Just
Yeah.
they just change that, but in really big ways.
I mean, what economic system are we gonna have?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Capitalism.
Without economic system, there will always be some sort of a retribution to the person doing something.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like, it can evolve to the point where it's not even seen as a job. Like again, when we start small, where your job is to look at a computer to make sure the machine is good. That's how it starts off with. Then it's like, then you might supervise the AI system to be good. Like it's stuff like that where.
But how do you get that? How do you do that? Is there like an application process still? Do they pick you out of like a group of kids that are?
Well, I'm pretty sure there's still like some application process. Like again,
Do people get picked while in school where they're coming out? This guy's good at this. This girl's good at this. This one's good at this. This one's good at this. So they just like.
I would say the job application is still the same. Like it's for us, it's been the same for the past 100 years. We just again, like you guys stated, the jobs just evolve. Like it could just be.
It can be a more meaningful way of existing, but we don't even have to call it jobs or whatever we do now. Whatever that purpose you like you mentioned that you will find, that would be your function and what gives you value, but it doesn't have to be this thing that seems to dominate the majority of people's
Or
life.
again, your job could be your hobby where.
They
You
still get paid.
Well, yeah, like you could still.
You still got to make money, like because as long as we live in a capitalist system, that doesn't go away.
Well, that's my point. As long as someone's paying someone to do something, there's always going to be jobs.
But doesn't have
Once
to
we get to a point where no one has to pay anybody to do anything, then anybody can do anything they want, and people is like, oh, I'm going to do this, even if like no one tells
the
me.
universal income.
Well, yeah. Well, I
Then
guess.
jobs disappear, and
Not being scared to change.
That's what I told my Venezuelan friend.
Well, I guess it depends. Again, like this is just one scenario where, let's say, all your needs are met. Like you don't have to worry about rent or food. Like you're not given like a bunch of money, but your needs are met. At that point, you are technically free to go look for a job or pursue your hobbies and get money. At that point, if your needs are met, you don't necessarily need to go for that more stressful job. You can go for that hobby that maybe doesn't pay as much, but you like doing.
Just I don't know. It just like when you ask people what they do with free time and they don't have it, like you might as well be in prison at that point, bro. Like what the fuck do you mean? You not like think about shit? Like what do you like if you didn't have to go work tomorrow, what are you gonna do with your time? Are you gonna take a hike? Are you going to the mountains? Are you gonna organize a traveling? Are you just gonna rest? Like that has it scares it terrifies me in a real way, and maybe this is why I think about these things, because if that transition with I is not going to be as complicated as hopefully not to be, or they don't end up fucking us over like everybody is fear mongering nowadays, we have to be very clear about that. And that's what I'm trying to have. Like I don't have the answers. I'm theorizing, but something has to give, and that's why even like I've always said, I'm very sensitive to words because I like words. So when I hear work ethic comes from that place, that we need to get rid of that. That needs to be eliminated from the cornerstone of this development thing that we have. Or if it even comes from slavery, like we have to change even employment and stop saying that jobs. It just has to be this thing that we do, this activity, this function that we do for whatever set hours for that period of time. But like, do you know your kids? Do you know your wife? Do you spend time being a human enough for you to be okay? But yeah, that's all the thinking it was. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah.
What would you do, Camilo?
The one-
If you didn't have anything to do
Oh,
Yeah, let's finish it like that. Let's finish
and
it like
your
that.
needs were met,
I guess you're going first.
what would you do?
Go for content, gym, hikes, soccer, a lot of soccer. I'll get into sports more for sure.
Sports.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna go
I'll
into.
pursue that.
Like who's that one player from LAFC from Mexico? What's his name?
Alexis Vega.
Yeah, where he doesn't even like soccer, but he's good at it, so he does it.
Like Joker.
So it's stuff like that where
That was the thing, my point earlier. Just find something you're really good at and someone will pay you a lot of money for. I mean, relatively, he just has to play till he's like 30 something, and then he has the rest of his life with a bunch of money.
And again, if we all had our meets met, I would say people that really want to play or like passionate about soccer could maybe make it a career even if they're not that good.
We would have like, I mean, every sport would be like the Olympics.
Mhm.
Like, Olympians don't really get paid, but they're doing it because they're good at it
Mhm.
and they have this passion to be the best in the world at this thing. And it'd be entertaining. So you do sports?
So sports would have to become that because sports has a big grip on society too, and that's a whole other.
Well, it's because of the owners and the companies.
And the marketing power they have. The NFL is a power.
It's because a lot of money are going to this thing, and then how are you going to distribute it? Who's going to distribute it? It's not going to just be evenly distributed amongst every single person that's involved.
And they integrate it into the public through the cities because we pay for those stadiums. The owners don't pay for those stadiums. The public taxes of
Because
said.
it brings in revenue to the city.
Yeah, so the involvement's so deep.
Yeah.
So that's why we have to like, and that would like sports would probably have to be something else for maybe for us to get out of that mode, because that's kind of that's the thing kind of holding the light. But hiking, gym, content, soccer.
Yeah, maybe like music stuff or like experiments, I guess, where like again, it might not take a lot of money, but just like random experiments.
Sean?
Other than like entertainment things,
Whatever you
like,
want to do is your
like
time.
video games, like things
Whatever
like that.
you want to do.
I think the main focus or what I would want my work to do would be like with computers, like coding, like creating software, things like that,
Okay.
creating cool things. I think that's where my mind would go to.
Do you think you can do that in a regular office space? Do you think you'll be able to get the actual job that you're describing? Because you're not that far, I'm sure.
Like a software engineer?
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't like it.
But if if it was not a job, it'd be probably more open to it.
What do you mean?
Well, like how you just described, you would want to create and develop software.
Or if I had time, if I had all the time on my hands, it's like that's probably what I would.
But
lean
you could
towards.
probably get a job, right? Nowadays, as a software engineer, you could
Yeah.
probably, figure out. But would you do that way, or would you rather
No,
have
just
the time?
make projects, things that I would
Mm.
use.
Yeah, same thing with
That's
mine.
key.
With like experiments where like, yeah, I can go and get a job and do experiments, but I don't think it would be as cool as making my own experiments where there's a lot of bureaucracy and stuff like that.
There's like problems I need to be solved. Is like, oh, I can actually create something that can solve this problem for me.
So
Things like that.
time to be creative. In other words,
Yeah.
right? Creative, right? Creative, right? You said the same. You said similar things.
What would you do?
I think everything I do now, but to a higher level, as far as like the thinking I do from running experiments. If I need to create a software, if I need to aesthetically create a room, do it. If I need to, go show a podcast in the middle of the mountains, do it. Like everything I do, like literally design, literally put clothing together. Everything I do now, but at a really higher level where that's just really life, regardless if I'm making money out of it or not. Just be creative. Just be creative. Everybody said the same thing without saying the same thing. And that's a great note. That's a great note to end on, because that's what MTI is for. Come over here if you want to be creative. If you want a chance to think for yourself. But gentlemen, thank you, Sean. Thank you, Osvaldo. Thank you, Camilo. And thank you to everybody else. We'll see